Granddaddy's Antique Mall in Burlington is the biggest antique mall in the Carolinas.
The business has been servicing Elon students and the surrounding community for 21 years. Our Megan Lind talked to the owner of about his unlikely career path and a passion for preserving history.
When Tim Marco walks into work, he's stepping through history.
When you were growing up, did you dream about owning the biggest antique mall?
Never had any clue that I was going to be doing this at all whatsoever, no.
Marco bought the 21-year-old business in 2010. The mall is the biggest of its kind in the Carolinas and brings in customers from around the world.
Definitely a big difference between the two.
Yes, but I've always had a love for history, so history kind of plays into this too.
Why do you think it's important to preserve history?
So we don't repeat it, so we don't make the same mistakes when it comes to bad history, like the war, like World War I, World War II. So we don't repeat, so we don't repeat it basically. And then learning, to me, history is just cool. What people used to go through.
So you think there's a difference between maybe my generation and yours?
Yeah. What are you guys going to collect? I mean, think about it. You start collecting stuff when you're probably 40 and you start having money to spend. Your house, the kids, everything's getting organized. And what are you going to collect? You usually collect what you can from your childhood. Your childhood's been disposable.
What do you mean by disposable?
Everything's meant to break. And if it breaks, we have no personal attachment to it. You have a lot of stuff that you're going to get from your parents that they got from their parents. I don't have a lot of that at my age, so I don't know if you guys do or not. But I mean, it's, how you used to get all the hand-me-downs from your parents. You'd have a hope chest with all the stuff in it. We don't do that anymore.
For Marco, holding on to pieces from the past has a deeper value than the material.
Money's like a secondary thing. If you can find something and get it back where it belongs. There was a lady that came in here a couple years ago and she found a quilt that her grandmother had made because her grandmother had quilted her handprint into it out of fabric, and it was her grandmother's, so she found that. So stuff like that's cool. Getting things back where they belong.
I think a lot of people like antiques because they tell their own story.
They do.
What story do you hope people will tell about you at the end of your life?
Honest. There's a lot of people in the antique and junk business that are sneaky and make up stories about stuff so they can sell stuff. And I'm just honest.
You do it for the people?
Mostly, yeah.
Megan Lynn, Elon Local News.
Granddaddy's is located off exit 145 in Burlington and is open 7 days a week.